In today's report, further easing of restrictions on the sale of alcohol, 2 protesters shot, another update on the Joe Ferrari case. Details on these headlines coming up.
Choose your trip to your favorite island with 5-Star Marine. Go to 5starmarinephuket.com.
สวัสดีครับ You're watching Thailand News Today, bringing you the latest headlines in Thailand and beyond. So be sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on the news. From tomorrow, the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration will further ease restrictions on the sale of alcohol, with more restaurants allowed to sell booze. Venues with the Thai Stop COVID Plus certification can join businesses with SHA certification in providing patrons with alcoholic drinks until 9 p.m. According to a report, the relaxed measures will be in place until November the 30th, when officials will review their impact, if any, on COVID infection rates. The Department of Health says the Thai Stop COVID Plus certification is given out to businesses that provide adequate ventilation and regular testing on staff. Tables and chairs must also be cleaned after each use, with common contact points and restrooms disinfected regularly. The Thai Restaurant Association has, of course, welcomed the easing of restrictions, but continues to insist that the government allow the sale of alcohol up to 11 p.m. But for now, the easing applies to certified restaurants in Bangkok, Phuket, Phang Nga, and Krabi. The Thai government says bars are closed and will be until mid-January, but if you look hard enough, you'll find that many are not only open, they're absolutely packed. Over the weekend, the entrance to Bangkok's notorious Khao San Road was blocked with a COVID checkpoint. To get on the street to party, people needed to show proof of vaccination or test negative. An ambulance was parked at the entrance, and medical staff in personal protective gear quickly administered rapid antigen tests, sticking swabs up partygoers' noses before allowing them onto the street. Before the pandemic, Khao San Road was known as a backpacker's mecca. The nightlife scene was packed with party hostels and grungy bars with strong drinks and balloons filled with laughing gas. Now, after more than a year and a half without foreign tourists, the bars on the street are focusing on a Thai customer base, but the nightlife scene is still wild with stiff drinks and, of course, the balloons. Following its general meeting chaired by PM Prayut Chan-o-cha, the CCSA announced that the reopening of entertainment venues will be pushed to January 15th. So once the clock struck 9 p.m. on Saturday, bars on Khao San Road quickly turned off music, and customers from various bars crowded the streets to witness a very unique act of Thai bureaucracy, a police photo shoot. Around 20 to 30 officers lined up for a photo shoot outside the empty Mulligan's bar Saturday night to prove they have successfully shut the place down. However, what the cameras did not catch was the crowds of people off frame, some with drinks in hand. After the photo shoot, the police boy band left with their mission accomplished, the bars turned the music back on, and bartenders went back to pouring drinks. A total waste of everyone's time. Khao San Road is not the only place where you'll be able to go out for drinks in Bangkok, and many bars are serving beer and cocktails in paper cups in a not-so-discreet effort. At least 2 anti-government protesters were shot and hospitalized during yesterday's rally in Bangkok, but police were quick to respond that only rubber bullets were used. The 2 protesters who were shot have not been named, but are understood to be a 23-year-old man and a 33-year-old. The shooting occurred outside the Police General Hospital as protesters were making their way from the Pratumwan intersection to the German embassy on Sathorn Road to deliver a letter to the German ambassador. Protest leader Thachapong Gadam said the letter informed the embassy of a recent constitutional court verdict that ruled that 3 activists were guilty of plotting to overthrow the monarchy. According to a report, the rally representatives who delivered the letter said an embassy official promised to give it to the ambassador. And before we go on with the program, a quick message from our sponsor.
Isn't it time for you to come back to the islands? Phuket is open and it's never looked better. Choose your trip to your favourite island with 5-Star Marine. Go to 5starmarinephuket.com.
Thitisan Uttanapon, aka Joe Ferrari, along with 6 other police officers, will be indicted this week over 4 charges relating to the alleged torture and subsequent murder of a 24-year-old drug suspect. The Central Investigation Bureau made the announcement on Friday and says the Office of the Attorney General will officially prosecute the 7 individuals early next week. The charges carry a maximum sentence of the death penalty, which is a rare occurrence. Only 7 people have been executed by lethal injection since 2003. Thitisan continues to deny all charges and vows to fight the case in court. All 7 police have been discharged from duty but retain their ranks in the police force pending the outcome of the trial, although they've been held in Bangkok's Klong Prem prison during the investigations. An initial report submitted on November 3rd recommended 4 charges: torture causing death, malfeasance, abuse of authority, and coercion. The AOG has now decided to prosecute the full 4 charges. In August of this year, the policeman in question had interrogated a drug suspect with leaked video footage showing Thitisan placing several plastic bags over the drug suspect's head and allegedly tried to extort 2 million baht from him. A later autopsy revealed that he died of asphyxiation. Thailand has welcomed over 44,000 foreign visitors to the kingdom since the country reopened with minimal quarantine on November the 1st. According to a report, around 31,000 of these arrived under the new Test and Go scheme that was open to vaccinated tourists from 63 approved countries. Another 10,900 arrivals entered under one of the sandbox schemes, currently running in 17 provinces, while the remaining 2,144 went through mandatory hotel quarantine. From those figures, only 52 people tested positive for COVID on arrival. As of Saturday, over 173,000 people have so far applied through the Thailand Pass system, with around 134,000 applications approved. And that concludes our report for today. If you enjoyed it, you'll definitely love the videos that just popped up, so check them out to continue watching our other shows. Thailand News Today will be back tomorrow. Meanwhile, you're now up to date on the Thaiger.